Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Accessorize with Me Sunday. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Pam and I am the owner and designer behind Mirror Bijou, and I've been designing vintage reproduction jewelry for the last 11 years. And on this channel, what I like to do is provide you guys with a bit of insight behind some of the inspiration behind the pieces that I create, as well as giving you guys some styling ideas on how you can use these pieces to create a bunch of different looks. And these looks often really span the decades. And I think today we're going to be spanning a century. So, can you guess what decade I'm dressed in today? I'm actually specifically referencing a particular character, fictional character, who's set in the 1920s, and her name is Phryne Fisher. So for anybody who is a big fan of Miss Fisher's mysteries, like myself, you're in luck, because today we're going to be talking about Miss Fisher and some of her accessories. So I am a huge fan of mystery novels, and that is probably my #1 type of book to read. And so when I discovered Miss Fisher's Mysteries, I think I first discovered it on Netflix. It was streaming on Netflix before, but now it's not there anymore. But because I also subscribe to Amazon Prime, it's on there, and you can actually get, I think, all the full seasons and even the movie that came out on Acorn TV. So obviously I have all of that because I'm a real mystery junkie. So when there was this series that starred a lady detective in the 1920s, that was really right up my alley.
Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries is an Australian-based mystery television series which was first released in 2012. Based on the novels of Australian author Kerry Greenwood, the series revolves around Phryne Fisher, an heiress turned amateur detective operating in the male-dominated crime-solving world of 1920s Melbourne. Sashaying among all levels of society, armed with a tiny pearl-handled gun and her iconic Louise Brooks bob, she, along with her loyal and industrious lady's maid Dot, go about town solving mysteries and breaking a few hearts along the way, all the while wearing some of the most gorgeous outfits ever.
So as you can see, today I'm dressed in a pretty monochromatic set, kind of like a beige color. It's got some really nice fur details, but it is very high collar. And overall, I think I'm a pretty big block of color. I don't have a particularly long neck. So, you know, with this high neckline, you know, I feel that it would really benefit by adding some accessories just to create a little bit more interest to the look. So let's take a look at what's in the jewelry box today. So today we will be working with this beautiful necklace, which was inspired by one of Miss Fisher's Mysteries' amazing drool-worthy outfits. So I always find that if I'm wearing something high collar like this, and especially if I don't have a lot of pattern going on in the torso, I really, really love using a long necklace. And I'm going to show you why. So here's the before, and I'm going to slip this necklace on. And right away, I hope you can see that it kind of creates this elongating effect. The way that a V-neck or a low neck top it has that ability to elongate your face and your neck. So if you're wearing a high neck top or a turtleneck, using a long necklace like this helps to give that same look, but allows you to wear that other piece of clothing. So this necklace was created with a matching pair of earrings, which is very similar in shape to the ones that Miss Fisher's wearing when she wears this particular necklace. And there's going to be a close-up on the side here so you guys can see it. So now let me take the necklace off me and put it on Madame Bijou. So Madame Bijou today is wearing a contemporary, this is a long dress. It's got lots of nice stretch to it and really some nice draping down here, and super versatile, super comfortable. You know, dress it up or down. It's one of these great pieces, and it's by Scapa, S-C-A-P-A. And we're just gonna slip it on Madame Bijou. And as you can see, it's a beautiful accent to this all black look. And once again, this is a scoop neck, it's not a particularly high or low neck. It's really something in between. But once again, that necklace has that really beautiful elongating silhouette. And for anybody who doesn't want to, you know, maybe show a lot of cleavage, or on a day like, you know, you have certain outfits or looks that, you know, you would prefer to have like a higher neckline, but you like how flattering a low V-neck looks, go with a long necklace. That's the answer. So, as a special treat, who would like me to go out into the city of Vancouver to do some crime solving as glamorous lady detective Phryne Fisher? Stay tuned. Hey everyone, so I am in downtown Vancouver and I am at the Vancouver Public Library, and I'm about to start a kind of mystery geocaching outdoor game called CluedUpp. So I am here with my lady's maid and companion Dot, who's actually doing the filming for me right now, but you'll see her a little bit later. So we'll kind of give you little snippets along the way and see how it goes.
Me in my hand, in my tears drip, get on without my
Okay, so she mentioned you found a bayonet blade with an inscription at one of the scenes. I'm afraid that's mine. I tossed it out a few weeks ago in my late husband's belongings. It was terribly rusted though, and definitely couldn't do any harm. Okay, who gave you my name? Okay. But there are 20 of us slaughtermen working in the factory. Are we all killers? Yes. I have access to blades, but I don't take them home. I know only animal anatomy, but a skilled surgeon like Devinder Khan, well, he'd know exactly where to cut. What do you think of that, Dot? This is my team sitting in downtown Vancouver, hard at work, trying to figure out where to go next. Okay, Dot, so based on our latest clue, it looks like it might be the doctor. So we're gonna look into that now. Let's go. So this is just inside our Vancouver Public Library, the one in downtown. I'm just making a quick pit stop here before we head back. So we finished our murder mystery and we guessed correctly. So that's great, and we are celebrating. And right now we're in Chinatown and we are visiting Treasure Green for some really nice iced green tea. And I am getting the green dragon, and Magnums are getting some green mojito iced teas. And this is where we are. So this episode is just full of bonuses. I've actually pulled out my true vintage 1920s apple green beaded dress, and when I purchased it, I knew that it was definitely in rough shape because it was already tearing, but the beading is in immaculate condition. It's like not even one bead is missing. It's just stunning. So I can't, the beading is so heavy, I can't even suspend it on my mannequin, otherwise it'll just shred. So I've got it kind of laid very gently on this blanket lined chair so that basically there's no pressure points on the dress and no excessive weight. So, but what I'm doing is I'm just showing the necklace with this true vintage dress, and although the dress is already really embellished and you really wouldn't need anything, I find that the necklace goes really well with the style of this dress as well. And it's just nice to see how the vintage reproduction can work so well with the true vintage. Definitely when it comes to 1920s clothing, it's very rare that you're going to find something that's in wearable condition. It is just so delicate. So really, in terms of clothing, I'd say vintage reproduction all the way. Today, what I'm wearing is all vintage reproduction. So I'm wearing a top from Zara, and this skirt I got at like a Winners, which I guess in the US is like the TJ Maxx, for like $25. But I happened to see at H&M that they have these very long pleated skirts at that are in right now in this kind of cream beige color, and I find those kinds of skirts, those long pleated skirts, do a really good job at doing some 1920s vintage reproduction looks. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this 1920s Miss Fisher's Mysteries themed episode, and that it's given you some great ideas on how you can take your 1920s Art Deco themed pieces and accessorize a bunch of different looks, from modern and to period and everything in between. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see what I have coming up next time, make sure to subscribe. Thanks everyone.